Yeah, but it's not a fuel sample issue, Mom. You have your fuel samples ready. You
Keith.
give them. Yeah, Carlos got some points. Sure, Hamilton's having COVID effects. Yeah, Aston Martin. Yeah, you're right.
Keith.
But shit, we're live. Bye, Mom. I love you. Got to go. Click.
Did you just say shit to your mom?
Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
All right. Here's what's doing. I got busted. My mom loves Formula One racing. We were talking about the Hungarian Grand Prix. She was so excited. 8 cars get taken out right away. It gets her blood boiling, and it's good to catch up with my. Okay, I see what's going on. My dad just moved into a new apartment building. I know, close to my mom. This is all we know so far. I know he doesn't have internet. So now I can tell you guys the truth. My mom, yes, is in assisted living, but she's making it all up so that she doesn't have to deal with my dad. And we talk about Formula One. We talk about all this and that. So I'm sorry I misled people, but my dad will visit her and be like, oh, what hot plate should I get? And she's tired of these stupid questions. She's a grown woman. So she starts licking the couch. And then my dad goes, forget it. You're an idiot, and leaves. She is living her best life. And I think finally everybody should know that.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are faking it in these hospitals just to get away. And I'm proud to say my mom's one of them, and she's doing great. Oh, he's coming back. Let's stare at the fish. And then, 2 people have to stare at the fish because he forgot his jacket. This is, it feels good to share, and everything's not as bad as it could be.
Okay. Could we talk about this a little bit?
Yeah. Which part?
Your dad moved from your childhood home.
Yes.
To an apartment closer to where your mom is staying in the hospital in assisted living.
Yes.
Wasn't he about to get robbed blind with that? Because it didn't have did he pick the apartment that didn't have a?
This is a new place, and it was manifested by God.
Are you being serious? Because that could be real.
He has many, many signs from God.
So there was a sign from God to leave his home.
To leave his home and get an apartment unrelated to the last apartment he was going to get.
Okay, so this apartment that he stayed in, he found that from God?
Yeah.
Okay, and he doesn't have internet, so is he texting you all?
I just know he's not going to have internet for the next couple of days.
Do you know what he's doing with your home, your childhood home?
You know what? This is a true story. My 2 of my siblings, one has the key and they're going to go back. So I think I'm going to go back with them and collect some things from the house. See what I see. I'm going to do some digging.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is he just abandoning it, or you don't know? This house is
don't
paid.
know.
The house is paid for.
I believe.
So now he's just kind of, and he moved already. He managed to pack and move. He's like
supposedly.
100, right?
Supposedly. I don't know the whole story.
Do you think he's bringing one grilled cheese at a time from home? Do you think that your mother froze enough food from over the years that have frostbitten and gone bad that he still to this day has not gone grocery shopping since last year when she moved into the space?
It's not impossible. Between our pantry and you're right, my mom has restaurant-sized freezers when we were kids. And if she made a lasagna, she made 12 and cut them all in little pieces and froze. I mean, you got sick when she did cook something good, you got sick of it pretty fast because you were eating that for a long, long time.
And some of it was too long, right? And sure. Maybe that's where your expired food thing comes from.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Yeah.
I don't like
Keith
it.
believes that not only there's an expiration date on things that you buy from the supermarket, there's an expiration time. Like it turns exactly at midnight. And if it's a day after the expiration date, you throw that out before you get sick and die.
The date's there for a reason. I don't know what article that everybody in the world seemed to see because they always reference things in this article. I can tell by the phrasing of the words. But a lot of people seem to think that the expiration date is a scam, so you buy food later. So you're like, oh, it's expired. Let me buy. Now, you ever see how they put this expiration date on? It's almost like they have to and don't want to. It's crinkled up inside. Half of it's inside the jar, the date. You can try to find the date on bread. Try to find the date on, canned goods. You can't. They don't want. So, yes, I take it seriously.
First of all, the date on bread is mold. Okay, that's when it's like, ding, bread's done. Okay,
I'd like to think I've earned a certain place in life that I can have it after when the date says. And so I do notice it's a little harder. I do notice.
Okay, bread goes bad pretty quick if you're getting nice bread.
Sure.
All right. What about this?
Yes.
You have milk.
Yeah.
It's the morning after it expires. You want to eat the cereal.
It depends. Well, you have to smell it. If it's been open, it probably does smell by then.
Okay, but if you open it and smell it and it smells fine, do you still get a stomach ache later?
No.
Keith Malley.
No, I don't.
No.
I do not get psychosomatic stomach aches.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Kenda in this fucking milk. She gives me milk when we live together. And then I go, oh, I feel sick. Oh, could it be that milk? I check the milk. It's over a week old easily.
No, nobody drinks milk that's over a week old.
Oh, now you're sick because you're sick because it's old. I'm like, I'm sick and it happens to be older.
It did not happen in that linear. No, what happened is you ate whatever you did.
Right.
And then you were absolutely fine. And then I was like, oh, by the way, the milk is expired. So it's done now.
This is fake news. This is fake news. This isn't true.
And then you were like, oh, my tummy must be that milk that you poisoned me with. What was I cooking you cereal? What?
My mom's texting and she says you're full of shit. By the way, she said I did a great job on the Manscaped ad the other week. She was very, very proud. She's like, good. If you have a blowjob coming, you want to look presentable, she said. And I'm like, Mom, it's kind of unnerving, but she's like, I can finally be the real me. Who you going to tell? She says, no one's going to believe you. I'll stare at fish. I stare at fish as a joke. Who you going to tell? I'm like, yeah, right, Mom. Anyway. And she's like, just take the fucking compliment. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Manscaped, the best in men's below the waist grooming champions of the world. Picture this competition. That'd be an odd one.
I could see why your mom's so excited.
Manscaped. Well, she said how I look is an extension of her. So Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Family being the keyword. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. Ooh, good for you, Keith. Thanks, Mom. You heard right, 4.0. That's how thick you are down there. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. I shaved my balls for the first time last week. With this exclusive offer for you, 20% off, free worldwide shipping with the code KATG20. KATG20 at manscaped.com. There it is. Sleek.
Free shipping around the world.
Look how sleek this is. It fits right in my right in the palm of my hand. And then zip, zip. Whether you want to do a whole how you doing like I did the other week, or you want to do a little touch up. Make your mom proud. Manscaped. My goodness. You want additional guard lengths? You got them. Size 1, 2, 3, 4, however you want to play it. But why wouldn't you use a nice number? Get rid of it. Just get a cleaning surface. Anyway, get 20% off and free shipping with the code KATG20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping. My mom likes a deal at manscaped.com.
Are you saying Manscaped?
Yeah, Manscaped with a D at the end.
Like I've been doing that.
Like you already did it.
Yeah.
It's presumptuous.
Manscaped.
Code is KATG20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. My mom was telling me, she's like, I'm sorry I didn't breastfeed you, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you about Manscaped earlier. Anyways.
Well, you unlocked some confidence, and we all appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. This Saturday, we have 2 fun things for you, the listener, to be part of. The first, at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, we have an open production meeting. So if you've seen our Silent Trailers live shows before, maybe you remember the categories for each round. Things like Legalize It was a category. And then all the movies were about sex work.
Yeah, because I'm clever.
One category was saving that for later. That got people feelings about him. That was a tough one. How did these categories get created in the first place? Hemda bangs her head off a wall and writes down the first thing she sees. No, but you would think. No, there's actually a plan to it. Go behind the scenes, be part of it. This Saturday, sit in on the production meeting, see what goes on. It's for the upcoming Silent Trailer show. All info is at keithandthegirl.com/tickets. Now, immediately after that meeting, join us on YouTube. You know our profile name. It's Keith and the Girl, of course. We will be using the premiere option on YouTube for the first time. What does that mean? I don't know, but it looks fun to me. Go to our YouTube page now, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you this Saturday. Premiere, what does that mean? Just take a look. You'll see. I clicked it. I clicked the bell, Hemda. I'm going to be part of Premiere.
There's a remind me button right on that video so that it lets you know, hey, it's Saturday. You said you wanted to do this. Yeah. Also, what I discovered today when looking at it is you can already start chatting because we'll be able to chat while it's happening, but you can already leave a message. So I left a little message there.
Oh, if you guys want to leave the answers now to like,
no.
Okay. All right. Let's do some top news stories. First of all, last time we talked to Hemda, she had, was it a CAT scan, MRI?
CAT scan.
CAT scan.
With contrast.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when they inject you with something that feels metallic running through your veins. And then when you're in there, you're like, oh, I'm peeing my pants right now. But you're not. But it feels, I don't know how to describe this, and everybody who's gotten this test knows, it feels like, oh, I'm pissing my pants right now. And there's a stream, and it's going to keep going.
And this was the question. Did you pee your pants?
I did not.
Okay. All right.
Next time.
And you said it was just, Candace talked about the tumor she had taken out. This is just a regular follow-up, and everything seems fine, you said.
Yes, everything's clear.
Now, what is going on? You, of course, are completely vaccinated with you and the world, and the next step we're going to take.
Oh, but what is this about? That I said no to the barbecue?
I don't know. It sounds like you know you're going to be around people. You are going camping in September, so I'm curious where does the arbitrary line begin now, especially if news is only sounding worse.
Well, first of all, everything I'm about to say is you can change my mind. Like I'm not solid on this, but it's how we're guessing. So we got the vaccine, we're clear, but there's still stragglers, and the transition, we still want to see that there's not going to be any deaths, there's not going to be any hospitalizations. And then the Delta variant starts getting talked about. And most people who are getting sick are not vaccinated. But then there's that small 0.01% or whatever the small percent is. And I keep getting the diseases and the falls that are 0.01%. So I can't be like, this tumor is like, oh, most people it's just not happening. Oh, really? That's me. Oh, most people don't break their leg like that. That's me. I am the person who does it like nobody else does. So that, it sounds like a superstition, and it is. And I understand how silly I sound, but it's still in me. So the anxiety of sort of transitioning over. So a couple of months ago, we decided that September would be safe to be with our vaccinated friends in the woods. That seems logical. And Michael and Maricela are coming into the big city a week before. They're vaccinated. Their kids are not. So I still think we're taking a risk. And now it comes down to, I'm so close to it. I think the first person I want to hug is Michael and Maricela. And now I can't do anybody else before that. And that might also sound like it's crazy.
No, I get it.
Also giving distance between more people getting vaccinated and more people, learning information, and me being in the outside world. These are all just like these math problems that are happening. So the arbitrary date that we set is September 1st or 2nd. I forget when Michael and Maricela are going to be in the big city.
All right.
And then after that, we're going to Atlantic City. And then after that, we're going camping.
So then it's a free for all, right? You break the seal, then it's game time.
It does feel like that, but I still won't feel comfortable in indoor events without a mask. And so I'm not going to go to a comedy club. Also, you go to a comedy club, you're going to see a couple of people, if you're out and about, I'm coming to hug you. So if they're coming to hug me and I'm not ready, I don't know. It's like so much. And I feel like I'm already a weirdo about it. And, people are really nice about it. They're like, so maybe we can blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm still doing the quarantine thing. And they're like, everyone in their time. We don't have the right answer. You do whatever you want. Everybody's always been nice about it, but I don't know.
When the news started coming about this Delta variant, where everybody's getting the news, I happened to be in the grocery store. I ran into a comic. He introduces me to his wife that I've never met. And I put my hand out and didn't even think about it. And then she half-heartedly, that's the way it seems, unless it's just a light handshake, shakes it. And then I go, oh, shit, sorry. I did that if that's a thing. And she says it's okay, of course, but what's she going to say? But to me, all that's natural, because then it's like, well, why are we saying hi? We're 2 feet away from each other. If we're doing this, then what are we doing? Might as well tap dicks.
I'm not as far as you are with the tapping dicks.
Right. No, right. It's a turn of phrase. But
we have our dicks out and we both consenting dicks out.
Yes, of course. That?
So I'm not ready to tap, I guess. You're just that. A little bit more of a distance ahead of me.
Right.
Well, but you always have been throughout this whole quarantine. You're always like a little freer.
A little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's once after the vaccine, it's like, all right, I guess we know what's doing. Let's dance.
Yeah. And I think in a big way, you're right. Like let's tell science that we're trusting them now. We got the vaccine. We're going to do the things that they say is okay.
I mean, this will be like the flu or something, right? We're gonna have this forever. It sounds like, and then
it sounds like
just decide who you don't mind dying too much. That's all. That's all. Like if you don't think you're walking around like a piece of shit now, this is just the way you have to think, right?
See, I don't think I'm killing people by them not getting a shot. I don't think I'm doing any of that.
To me, it's like, what makes it like I don't really feel guilty, but I do know that you might be so stupid to be out with me. You could get sick from that and die. So okay.
I see.
I know that it makes me think of violence in movies. I do think that it's affected a person or two to commit a mass shooting. I do think that, but I want my movies. So how about we just, who am I? What am I, a scientist?
I see what you're saying now. I see why you are taking the responsibility. Like as a person who knows better.
Right. And then after that, I go, okay, who cares? But I do take it.
Yeah, but in a way we have to say who cares all the time to our friends. Sure. Like, better than this person dating that person.
Right.
Okay, what are you going to come up to me and tell me you know better? What do you know?
Right. Right.
But then again, we're told to see something, say something. What are you going to just let your friend be in a stupid fucking relationship? I don't know.
No, I have.
Oh no, Keith, don't worry. Your comments leak in and everybody. Okay. You might never say something wrong, but your tone changes and we follow.
Okay. So I do the right thing. Thank you. Britney Spears has gone topless on Instagram for the 4th time this week, and her supporters are getting nervous.
Did you say this was top news story?
Top news stories. I can only go by what's trending. Okay. We covered not enough death talk. Okay. Now we're talking about conservatorship talk. Okay. So first she showed like her tits, but the nipples were covered with her hands, and then people.
And that doesn't count because boobs are no boobs if you just put a something in front of the nipple. You can put that on magazines that you normally couldn't get. You get Instagram is like, nope, that's not part of the boob. It's just the nipple. Imagine if your nipple was so tiny, how much you'd get away with on some of these platforms. Wow.
If you had the skin from somebody's hands and you put that on your tits.
Yes.
Are you topless? No, by the way. People are arguing about Ross and Rachel. Let me just give you the fucking answer now. No,
they were on
you
a
are
break.
not topless. Right.
Okay, but we all understand they were on a break, right?
No, of course they were on break. You can do what you want.
How is this even a thing? Yeah, thank you.
Because the world's nuts. What percentage aren't getting vaccinated? The world's nuts. That's what I knew. There was no such thing as world peace. People can't agree. First of all, that was the easiest version of what color is the dress, and half the planet failed. You broke up. You may fuck other people. That just means if you said no, she shouldn't fuck that. That means you're a game player. That means you're like, yeah, we're not together. You could do what you want. Do the right thing.
Thank you.
You're a trickster game player, bitch.
Okay.
And then, of course, the dress is, golden, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, actually, we found the original dress, and it's blue and black. Don't believe it. But this is the original dress. So the answer is the dress. No, I said golden white. God damn it.
Honestly, I think Ross was way more clear than that dress.
This is what I'm saying.
Very clear thing.
Yeah, so we're not going to have any luck with this fucking dress. We're not going to have luck with people driving on the same side of the road. Quit trying. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
World peace. What planet? Thank you. So Britney Spears is naked. And
this is our quit trying who gives a shit section. Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
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 This is for, Keith, maybe you and your dad can get along again, even though he hit on your ex-wife. Ross and Rachel. What? Ross and Rachel. They were on a break. What's this have to do with your dad? What's the point? The world is shit and people can't change.
Is there anyone out there listening who doesn't know what we mean when we say they were on a break? Because this is a very far away reference, and yet it is still here. So, I mean, wow. No wonder they were getting $1 million each an episode.
I think they got by the context clues. I think they said, if you want me to say something I hope they said, if you want me to say something so stupid, I need $1 million an episode. I hope they didn't think this was good writing. But see, people can see the other side. So what? People are QAnon in the future. Don't encourage stupid behavior. You help make a world where if you break up with somebody, and I mean broken up, you can't fuck somebody else. That's what you even put out there. And people grab onto it. And now people think that way, and you have an insurrection. Well, surprise or fucking prize. Who knew that would happen? Who knew the world would be burning? You know the title of that show? The One That Broke the World. That's what they called that. Let's just throw out something stupid and see who globs onto it. Like, no, rating's important. If you must see TV, God damn it. It's an important, art is art, but it's kind of important, your time slot. And you made the world you said, no matter how dumb you are, you have a place with us. Ding, ding, ding. Fuck off. Fuck off.
What kind of weird Andy Rooney world is this?
Yeah, you're right. That guy had an opinion all of a sudden. Why are bananas so cheap? I don't need any of them. Okay, I don't know if you're that guy or the other guy, but how are you talking? We're both dead now. I hope. I hope. And then you had a world so dumb because you got to see all sides of things. It came from Ross and fucking Rachel. So you got to see all sides of things now. Then nobody's opinion is dumb. And then when Larry King dies, you got to be like, he was one of the greats, I think. And they put that as a headline without the question marks. No, he wasn't. The Beatles came in. He didn't know which was which. Well, I like to be the regular person. The regular person knows which Beatle is which.
He was silent trailering his whole fucking career. He's like, let me guess. Hold on. You were in that song with the cover with the walking and you're on the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're those guys.
And then there was this other group that pretended like they were you, the Monkees. You were
the Monkees.
You were the Monkees in the crosswalk. Were you okay? Are you the Monkees in the crosswalk?
Okay, we're gonna go. Thank you. Hey, I'm just making jokes, but I won't clarify it so that you know that I really don't know what it is. Jenny from Scarlettsville.
He was the first keeping it real on air.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Anyway, Britney Spears.
Right. So many references, by the way, that I understood just now because they're all 20 to 30 years. Speaking of Britney,
you're not going to forget the end of the world. This is the Big Bang in reverse, and it was Ross and Rachel. That was before you talk about it. That made us. Don't even worry about how dumb reality TV made us. This came first.
Okay, but he was.
When you're on a date. First date, ask the other person, hey, can you see both sides of everything? And if they go, yeah, you go, thank you for your time. Good day.
I really thought that you were going to give easier advice, which is first date. Were they on a break or were they not?
Yeah.
Then you know who you're working with.
Yeah.
If they were on a break, then we can start seeing where this goes.
Yeah. And if they say, yeah, but he shouldn't have fucked somebody else. Or if worse, they go, he shouldn't have cheated. You get up, you jump out the bathroom window, and she would find that cute because it'd probably be in a Friends episode. Fuck her. Or him. Or they. Right. Still progressive, just because there's bullshit walking around in human form. So Britney Spears, get this. So Britney Spears went topless, and her supporters are like, yeah, you're a free spirit, go topless. Now she's topless for the 4th time this week, and people are like, hey, that's enough, Britney. It's not going to look good in court. Something about.
Hey, Britney, everything in moderation. This is what your dad was talking about, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, you guys like that? Yeah. Okay, here's 10 more. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Leave Britney alone. What's
I know.
funny is no matter what, the response was huge all 4 times. Am I right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So whatever. She's like, I promise you I can't go wrong. Right. Her buddy's like, you already posted that picture. I swear to God, it'll get an even bigger response. Look at this. 4 times in one day. Still hit those likes.
Do you notice? This is what I'm seeing. It seems that nude thirst traps are really related. If you see somebody posting thirst traps, every 5th post is about mental health is important. Shit. I think that goes together. And I think it's not going to look good for Britney if she keeps doing it. That's my 2 cents.
Interesting.
I saw a woman go, I'm bipolar. I'm like, no shit. I saw both your polars. Yeah, I assume. I think it goes together. Somehow. I'm just saying this is what I'm seeing.
Okay. Your perspective just sounds very bro-y. And so it throws me off. Sometimes it's like when we first met, I was like, oh, I'm laughing at this dude's stand-up. Should I be feeling guilty and weird? And then it's are we seeing all sides? And it's like, am I on his side?
See?
Very confusing to listen to you.
See?
Yeah, I've grown as a person.
I was able to see all sides for a long time. Tough to be around. But she's getting better. I think that's her point. There's an NHL star, hockey, of course.
Thank you. I like that you give the explanation, say, of course, like we all knew. And I'm like, thank you, we did. No need to interrupt anybody. Thank you.
That's the national HL. Everybody knows. The person I'm talking about.
By the way, that's another thing that you can, like the red flag of, I've said this on the show like years ago. I was dating this guy. We were in the car with my brother. He goes, oh, I go to this school, and just gives the acronym. And SVU. And my brother goes, oh, what does that stand for? And he's like, you don't know. And I was like, oh, this is so over. This is over.
Right.
Whatever this was or wasn't, because it wasn't really, but like now it's super. I don't even think I was teetering, but if I was, I just fell off the fence. Yeah. This is over. You don't know? No. We don't all have the same information as you. This kid's still in high school.
I go, Special Victims Unit, and I kick him out of the car. Get the fuck out. Evander Kane.
SVA. See, that's where I went wrong.
All right.
Thank you.
Special victim asshole. Evander Kane's pregnant wife claimed in a scathing Instagram post that her husband is a gambling addict who tanked games for profit.
Oh, no.
Allegations that the San Jose Sharks forward dismissed as lies, but that's something that's easily checked on, you know. In a series of posts late Saturday, Anna Kane also claimed her husband abandoned her with their toddler to party in Europe while the couple's house was being, quote, taken by the bank. She posted, how does the NHL, and then she wrote, stands for NH League, of course, let a compulsive gambling addict still play when he's obviously throwing games to win money? Maybe someone needs to address this.
Very interesting.
Can someone ask the commissioner, Gary Bettman, how they let a player gamble on his own games, bet and win with bookies on his own games? Ooh, should have returned that phone call. Yeah.
Oofa.
So you leave July 8th. You do not call or text at all for 7 days. Then you inform me you're going to Europe for vacation. Must be nice. But at the same time, tell me our house is being taken by the bank. But do not come home to help your pregnant wife pack or help with anything at all.
Ooh, and you have the money to help her remotely. You know what I mean?
Like, or doesn't have the money because it's all caught up in gambling. You know.
But if you're throwing the games, why are you still doing poorly? You're a terrible gambler. Right. Just win the game and make more money.
Because he bets that he is going to lose and then he can't bring himself to do it. I don't know if there are even words to describe the kind of evil person you are to abandon your wife who is pregnant with your son and your 1-year-old daughter.
I'll tell you this person right here writing.
Yes.
She's on a break.
Yes, she's on a break right now.
like she didn't officially say it, but if she considers herself on a break right now, this is other words for we're on a break.
Right. Evander, you may fuck somebody else tonight.
You probably did last night, but today you may.
Right. On Twitter, Evander 29 fired back. Wait a minute. Do I know her age? This isn't right. You only tell me the age of the women, not the men. This paper's broken. All right. This is going to be weird to get through. All right. They don't even list her size. Okay. Well, on Twitter, Evander 29 fired back. Ready? All caps, false.
Okay.
I would encourage people to realize that someone who goes to this length to try to jeopardize someone's career with lies is mentally unwell.
Ooh.
No.
The ex is crazy.
Ouch. Ooh. Here's 3 pictures of her topless. Tell me I'm wrong, folks.
Oh, no.
He added he was speaking out against the advice of his legal team because he, quote, felt strongly that the public and fans need to hear this directly from me.
Ooh. Oof.
But just don't just say lies. Say, here's what's going on. Like, is she making up something complete?
Well, wait, did the Twitter finished, Keith?
I have never gambled / bet on hockey. Okay. Never gambled / bet on a Sharks game. Never gambled / bet on any of my games, and never thrown a hockey game.
Okay, that's very clear, Keith.
Evander filed for bankruptcy in California in January, 2 years after signing a 7-year, $49 million deal with the Sharks.
And my God, that's how much he makes?
$49 million over 7 years. But
holy shit.
Sometimes they make you wait for it, you know. In 2019, he was sued by a Las Vegas casino over $500,000 in gambling debts, but the suit was dropped.
What? So he still has money?
He might have. I don't know if he has money or not, but they did drop some kind of lawsuit for whatever reason. So he didn't pay it.
This is $7 million a year.
Oh, yeah. No, that's money. Yeah. Did he blow it all already?
How?
They find a way.
How? If you want,
because you're on roulette and you start with $100. You keep thinking you're going to be able to, once you double up, next thing you know, you're betting 59 million going, I just need to double up once.
Right. I forgot this was a gambling thing.
Right.
Oh, what? Okay.
Anna responded. See, that's not fair. Don't you hate that? I was on eBay and this guy said, hey, it's a Dice album. Hard to find Dice album. And I go, all right, I'll take it. They sent me a copy of it. Well, I wanted the pretty artwork of Dice smoking. It's part of the charm. Oh, and so I go, 1 star. They didn't send me the real album that was in the picture. And the guy rates back, yeah, on the very bottom, though, I said, I said the picture doesn't represent the product actually. So 1 star to you. And I'm like, well, I didn't know you could shit back on me. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just got burnt. Fuck you. No, fuck you. No, what the? Then you were great. Everybody's great on eBay because you have to be great. So Anna got to say something else after all. Anna responded saying that Evander's comments were a calculated lie. That's a big word. To make me look crazy, and that their material issues stemmed from his alleged gambling problem.
What do you mean that's a big word?
Calculated. Oh, he goes, I did not do it. You're crazy. This is calculated. I don't know. Calculated sounds like you need a calculator to figure it out. And he kind of just said bullshit.
Oh, you think somebody else is feeding her what to say?
No, I didn't mean that. I just mean what's calculated about going, you're crazy. No, I didn't.
Oh, that's calculated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the gaslighting. It's part of the like, look at this. Isn't your ex bitch crazy? They're all fucking crazy.
I don't know. Just seems like a big way. It's semantics, but
I guess.
Later on, I'm going to calculate a sandwich and eat it. I don't know. All right. I hope they figure out the calculation.
Calculated means it all it means is he knows what he's doing, so don't be tricked. Calculated means like he's doing this on purpose. Whatever you're going to take his side because he's gaslighting you.
Okay. I guess math isn't so hard, Matt Damon is making news. Oh boy. First of all, before we get to the more egregious one, he said he's nervous about because everything's streaming nowadays, even though movies are opening, but maybe he doesn't know that. How can you watch a movie if you're texting? As someone who makes movies, I can't say I love that. Movies as we know them aren't going to be a thing in our kids' lives. That makes me sad.
Wait, what's he saying this about?
Movie streaming. So you should be in a movie theater and not be able to. First of all, kids text in the movie theater. But anyway, if you're going to text, you text in movie theaters. I see it. But yeah, he's just afraid the future of the world won't be the same as the beauty. You ever see the beginning of the Oscars? And it's like the beauty of movies taught us how to feel, to laugh, to cry. Some things even hard to admit now. The magic of the theatre. It's like, okay, Tom Cruise, calm the fuck down. You're hanging from a skyscraper. It didn't give me a lot of feelings, but okay. I don't think you're really holding on to that plane. So these people are overly dramatic. It's sad. My kids aren't going to know what a movie is. First of all, everything isn't the talented Mr. Ripley. All right, calm down. Some of these are The Great Wall or The Monuments Men. My God, I see some of these movies, Matt Damon. You owe me a phone. Okay, calm the fuck down. We'll watch movies how we want to watch movies. Make me not text. Make some shit happen so I don't text. Yeah, start having these. Supposedly, you show these movies to people and give feedback. See when they pick up their phone and don't mutter assholes. Kick yourself in the balls.
Wow, this is a PSA. This is from a movie goer. You're the one who's keeping them afloat. I haven't been to a movie theater in years, and I'm like, should we consider this? No, this is a person going to the movie theater saying, give me a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got the balls to make a movie over 2 hours, but I'm not supposed to look at my phone to see if I have a Hummer coming my way. Get the fuck out of town.
Boy, I was thinking maybe a pee break,
Okay.
I would like to see that. I would like to see the movie theater experience be like there's a pause in the middle of the thing. You can get a cup of coffee, maybe a sandwich, like enough time for like pee and like, ooh, a little snack and then go back in, see the end. Huh?
Yes, I'm into it. No, ruins the magic. I will know what Matt Damon was talking about. Let me tell you something, Matt Damon. You don't have to have a movie and then go, remember earlier he dropped the key? It looked like this. I was there.
But also then, should DVDs have not had, should they not have had pause buttons?
Right.
Like, I don't know, there's shit. It's okay to pause. Did you want to give us back that DVD money?
On the same interview, this is with the UK Sunday Times. Keep in mind, he's 50 years old. Matt Damon. He actually did go to Harvard. He took a screenwriting there or English there.
Wow.
He finally learned not to say the F slur word for homosexual.
Okay. I don't. Oh, is this an award ceremony? What's
No, it's just an interview, but he said, I made a joke months ago. I got a treatise from my daughter. She left the table. I said, come on, I used the F word. It was a joke. I say in the movie Stuck on You. By the way, that movie was over 20 years old. She went to her room and wrote a very long, beautiful treatise on how the word is dangerous. I said, I retire the F slur. I understood. Now, is that not knowing the price of milk? Is there any excuse that Matt Damon just found out about the F word? I know he's from Boston, but he just found out about it from his daughter. This is possible?
Okay. First of all,
even if you don't agree somehow, why'd you bring it up? So you do agree. This is a true story. What?
It doesn't matter. Like, let's say he did just wake up to it. He's sort of been understanding it, but not enough to let it go. People wake up at different times, right? The alarm hasn't gone off. He hit snooze, whatever it is. He just woke up to it. Also wake up to the fact that you're a little bit late compared to other people, and don't make this your story.
Right.
You have an option. Like, they literally tell these people, what do you want to talk about? They pre-interview, you get and he's like, oh, I have an epiphany from my daughter. We say that we teach our kids so much, but really they teach us. And I have a brilliant, and I think this is going to change the minds of your listeners who still want to use the F word for this. And they think they're so brilliant because they wake up with somebody manicuring their fingernails. And they forget that, like, you got to wipe your own fucking eyes out in the morning.
Right.
All of this is a lot of comparing to actually waking up, which I'm not really feeling that great about. But you went there with me, and I appreciate it.
Well, of course, that makes sense. Nobody's telling these celebrities things like, he gets a manicure and he's like, oh, I see your water container. You should probably have more sturdy glasses instead of those cheap Dixie. Thank you, Matt Damon. That is fucking genius. Oh, I see you changed your cups. Yeah, and they're so much more sturdier. Did you go to Harvard for English? You stupid fuck. So so yes, he comes out and he says, hey, I'm going to tell people about the F word. And nobody asked when it comes to these celebrities, the interviewers are nervous to ask questions. Like, the interviewer should have even thought to ask, hey, what did your daughter say that made you come around? She had to write down a full No, they didn't ask that.
You bring that in.
They didn't even, because they didn't bring up the question in the first fucking place. Because they don't want to look like an asshole to the celebrity. So they're like, I'll take whatever dumb shit the celebrity says, and that's the end of that. You helped us with the F word. Thank you, Matt Damon.
What?
Yeah. Well, how about the thing that will change the world? Not important. But I'm here to tell you, don't use it too much.
This thing sounds brilliant. Why wouldn't it be the thing? Like, that would be the only reason why I bring that up is like, hey, I just woke up to this. I am late. This is wrong. I don't want the credit, except that this is the thing that tipped me over. Would you guys like to hear it? Again, I know I'm late. She probably said this a million times before. This is when I heard it, and this is why. That's more a story. You're telling us something that I was supposed to know this, but now I know it. I don't know. Reminds me of when, like, there were a bunch of celebrities crying to Oprah, like, I didn't understand how to vote. And I'm like,
right.
Okay, all right.
Then your kid's taken away, you fucking idiot. He should go, look, this treatise, it's a big word for my daughter telling me not to use the F word. It was beautifully written. It made me come around. And so I started a website. Everybody can look at thesequeers.com. And they go, what? What? I gotta go. I'm told no more questions, even though I brought up all the answers. What's that?
I want to make sure people know that, like, really, as a major celebrity, these people are so happy to be interviewing you. You really get to pick all the subjects. Like, you could just be like, no, I don't care what I have to promote. I could just say that on the street and have 50 cameras catch me. Don't worry about this.
What's that saying? Halt, hungry, angry. What do the others stand for?
Hungry, angry, lonely, tired.
Okay, I didn't ask. Stupid. And you see these people acting like this? Hand them a Monk Pack. What am I talking about? I'm talking about our new sponsor, Monk Pack Keto Nut and Seed Bars. They have the Monk Pack granola bars. 1 gram of sugar or less, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, only 150 calories. Just eat them in the car. But you ever try to eat other food in the car?
Yeah.
I try. You try to shove it up your ass. Here, you just open up the bar. No more halts here. I'm feeling good. I'm easy to talk to. I'm not hungry. I'm not angry. I'm not et cetera. I'm not et cetera. And I'm not stupid.
And I don't feel guilty. I think that's a big part of it. Like you finally are not those things. You're not hungry, angry, lonely, tired, but then the guilt kicks in if you got that in the way that you didn't want it.
Try it for yourself and you'll see. And we have a special deal for you. Get 20% off your first purchase of any Munk Pack product by visiting munkpack.com and entering our code KATG at checkout. Munk Pack is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it for any reason, they'll exchange it or refund your money, whatever you like. Go to Munk, M-U-N-K, pack.com. Okay? Select any product. Enter the code KATG at checkout. Save 20% off your purchase. Munk Pack. Delicious, nutritious food you can count on. And we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. Don't forget, keithandthegirl.com/coupon. Go there, see our sponsors. Sometimes the codes change, this kind of thing. Blah, blah, blah. There's a fun deal there too, by the way, you'll see. keithandthegirl.com/coupon. I'm reading a story, speaking about fucking idiots. Vice News did an interview with a graduate from Parkland, Florida. He was part of the, unfortunately, involved in the Parkland shooting in 2018. He's the final. His class is the final. He's live, but of course, it'd be a weird interview. But his class was the final graduating class of the survivors of the 2018 shooting. 17 people killed, of course. 9 were of this guy. He calls himself Bill. He's anonymous. Of this guy's classmates. Vice did the research, verified this guy is the real deal, even though he wants to be anonymous.
Wow. Okay. Vice does some really cool shit.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. So he was part of that. He's texting his dad like, this, I'm in school. There's a shooter. All this, right? Blah, blah. Time goes by. The dad now is one of these people that doesn't believe the shooting ever happened. And that it's actors talking to newscasters.
What? How old was this kid?
The person's own son. What's that?
How old was this kid?
Well, he recently graduated. So, he's 18 now.
And this was 3 years ago-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so yeah. So you could text. So they're showing you the texts back and forth from him and his dad, I assume?
I don't know that. But I know the dad believed it that first day when police and shit were involved.
And then what? So what does he think happened?
Bill had to also deal with his father's daily accusations that the shooting was a hoax and that the shooter, Bill, and all his classmates were paid pawns in a grand conspiracy. He thinks the son's making it up
Whoa.
So the dad's still shitting on the kid. First of all, just say, you know what? Yeah, I was involved and it gets fucking deeper. Now, make me a sandwich. There's going to be more troubles. He'll say stuff like this straight to my face whenever he's drinking. You're a real piece of work to be able to sit here and act like nothing ever happened if it wasn't a hoax. Shame on you for being part of it and putting your family through it. So if it's not a hoax, why are you not living your life in a more chaotic way, I suppose, is what the dad's saying. But again, he's drunk. Maybe he doesn't know what he's saying. Bill first posted a story on QAnon casualties.
Oh, Lord.
That's a Reddit thread dedicated to helping family members and friends of QAnon believers. Vice News spoke to the poster, confirmed the author's identity. It started, quote, a couple of months into the pandemic with the whole anti-lockdown protests. His feelings were so strong, it turned into facts for him. So if he didn't like having to wear masks, it wouldn't matter what doctors or scientists said. Anything that contradicted his feelings was wrong. So he turned to the internet to find like-minded people, which led him to QAnon.
Interesting. So this delusion is from before then? Like, is there a trauma that starts you into this thought process? I'm not sure what happened.
Then Bill's father saw a video of Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene harassing Parkland survivor David Hogg in 2018 while he was visiting Washington to advocate for stricter gun control. Green has repeated, she's the one who recently discovered the Holocaust is real. Green has reportedly voiced support for QAnon and claimed the Parkland shooting was a hoax.
Oh my God.
Ever since then, Bill's father has become convinced the shooting his son survived was a so-called false flag event and that the shooter was a radical commie actor. From there, it snowballed, says Bill, into what he is today, believing that if the government is able to overthrow an election, then everything else is probably a lie too. I do have options that can have me out before August, which as of now, I'm planning to do. I've been delaying it because I've been stuck trying to fix my dad. No, you can't. Get out. Anything you can do remotely also. No, get the fuck out.
Get out, really? Is there another parent? Is there not another parent?
He says that he can't be around. He can't be visiting his mom is his plan because his dad's there.
They're still together?
They're still together. And she's just like, it sounds like she's hoping he just gets out of it, but she's not correcting him. Can you imagine?
What are they even doing in the house?
The sex is so good.
Okay.
Burgundy colored t-shirts make me uncomfortable. That's what the color worn by the shooter. And my dad used to stop wearing those. And that made me feel better. That person is completely gone. And I miss him so much. Bill says his relationship with his mother has also suffered. The relationship with my mom is dependent on whether my dad is there or not.
Fuck. So she is just going along with it.
Yes.
Just be nice to your father.
It was right.
You're just here for an hour. Just be nice to your father for an hour.
Can he
What's
have
it gonna
this?
hurt you? I'm gonna be happy. You want to make me happy. Look, I get to see you once a week, if that. Just be nice to your father. I know. Don't take it personally.
I know it happened. Things happen to him you don't know about.
That's right. And you know what? What's the harm? He's going on the websites. He's getting his little friends. What's he hurting? He's not shooting a place up because that doesn't exist. So no worries.
It still isn't easy to bottle up, but this guy, Bill, he doesn't want to talk to other survivors about this because he's afraid it's offensive to them as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only do I know another person who thinks it's fake, it's my dad. And then well, that's a fucking bummer. You could have kept to yourself.
Nah, I say it.
I understand. I understand. It still isn't easy to bottle up, but telling them my dad thinks the absolute hell we went through, where 9 of the victims were in our class, is a hoax, is not a pain I want to put them through. It's difficult enough knowing that belief even exists at all. He'll never stop on his own because there are always new theories and goalposts being moved. I don't know how to help someone that far gone. My guess is restricted access to the internet and lots of therapy. But even if there was hope, he'd eventually snap out of it. It wouldn't change my mind on never wanting to see him again. So it doesn't really matter anymore. All right. So there you go. You got to move out.
Wow. That's a tough high school experience. Did you go to the prom? No.
Yeah, right.
We talk about such nonsense when we talk about high school sometimes.
Right.
It's like, not only did you go through that, but your father is denying it, even though you were getting texts.
Yeah.
Like, how many people even know what it feels like at a school shooting?
Do you say happy graduation day? Let's go to Applebee's. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like doing much. Oh yeah. How'd the graduation go? I don't know. Bittersweet might be the word. How come? The fucking shooting, Dad. Oh, well, don't start with the shooting. Do you want to go to Applebee's or not? The shooting. Okay.
You gotta be such a pussy about it.
My friend's gonna come over. John's dead, Dad. Oh, just checking. Just checking. I'm sure he is dead. That must be sad. Who were you on the phone to? Was it John? John's dead.
Oh my God.
Oh, sure. Okay, I'll bet. Here's a website. I know somebody that was talking to a family member about the vaccine, and the guy goes, "This is a family member." It's bullshit. And here's a link to prove it to you. And it's 30 minutes of Tucker Carlson. Like, that's the laziest way to send a link. But oh God, you're a family member, and it all started from Ross and Rachel. All of this.
They're the actual Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. They're the Adam and Eve of our generation.
We have a new Bible, folks. Update. Yeah. Should this be our poll so we understand where our listeners are coming from?
Imagine you helped be part of destroying the world. And then you go, here's a reunion with James Corden. Oh, you motherfuckers. Like, you didn't do enough. He's Commando in all the guys' clothes. Like, that's not the fucking problem. Anyways. Thank you, everybody. Hey, be part of this YouTube premiere thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's YouTube. It's premiere. But I don't know what else I need to tell you. Right? I got my papers are a mess here, but it's YouTube. Keeping the girl premiere.
I was going to pick it up, but I heard you struggle and it sounded too fun to stop you. You go to YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, this is fantastic. I love YouTube. I actually pay for the subscription because that's where I get a lot of my entertainment from. So if you're on YouTube already, and even if you're not, check it out. Or our profile is Keith and the Girl, and you'll see that one video is scheduled to premiere, which means it's scheduled for us to watch it all together while we're able to comment together. So we were there. This is a silent trailers that has happened. So if you were there, let's relive it together. No spoilers. And I think people do forget. So it's fun to watch it again. This time, Keith and I will be able to chat directly while we're watching our craziness. So join. Go. Yeah. And if you want to be part of the production team, we will make sure that you are on time to the premiere. So no worries. KeithandTheGirl.com/ticket. Check us out, Keith and the Girl on YouTube. Thank you for spending this hour with us. Was that fun?
That was very fun. We appreciate it. Yeah. Makes, spread the word and all that. That's what keeps us going. We can see you do it. We appreciate it. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this again soon.